like I said, I just feel like if you want to really do this rant, I don't think you should. What do you mean, Mr. Big? I just feel like this rant is not something that someone else has to do, and you don't have to jump in. But let me just tell you one. Let me give you an example, Bugs. See, you like Silver, correct? Well, I think Silver's cool in certain situations. You know, I do think the debut of him on in Sonic Unleashed was fucking like not even close to being good because because O6 had too many balls juggling in the air. And sometimes people didn't like, and I remember back in the old days, I got mad at that because, Silver was a new character that didn't deserve to be in a game that was so fucking horrible. You know, I just feel like, and then Silver really got to shine in the Archie comic books, taking down fucking Interjack. I mean, we can say what we will about that, but fucking Silver took down Interjack. But I wouldn't say I'm like a super duper fan like, some people. I mean, I feel bad when the character is like, when they underutilize the character or use him for like three jokes in like three Christmas specials. It's always the same joke in Christmas song. Shout, Silver does something cool. Silver tries to do something cool, and then it's always, oh, well, he's kind of weak. And I like how he broke that in the last one. I like how they broke that in the last one. But I really, really, really hated that they used the joke over because it's not funny. Just because you put a joke on repeat doesn't make it funny. You know? Just sometimes you gotta try and do something new. Okay? I know sometimes my jokes don't land, I do repeat them, but like, when you have new fucking material, work with it. Ugh. Okay, guys, I can't drop the pretense. I'm talking about Sonic 93. This video is not for the faint of heart. Personally, I just feel like the whole Sonic 93, your whole silver love thing is just, it's kind of weird, man. And I was, back then I was your friend and I was being cool and supportive, but like, you gotta understand, not everybody likes silver like you do. Not everybody likes silver in the way that you do. I mean, there was a video you made. You made a video, okay, back when you still liked Ninja Turtles. You liked Raphael, and just because Raphael was with Mona Lisa, you made this like gigantic, fucking huge ass rant about how Mona Lisa was this and that and all this other stuff. It's like you did an angry breakup with Raphael from the Ninja Turtles, and I was like, that was weird. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but that was weird. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Sonic. I love Sonic. Don't get me wrong. I've been, I'm, a, I'm I love classic and modern because in my mind they're the same character. And trust me when I say this, I don't think that Sonic is like the end all be all and he should be protected. Because he's a fictional character. And personally, they don't need our protection. I mean, I get if you feel strongly about Silver. I get it. I understand it. I mean, I used to I used to feel really strongly when people messed with Sally because they just didn't know that character. But I'm not gonna. But nowadays I just go. Nowadays I look at it with more critical eye because most chicks that don't like Sally use her in their fan fiction when it's about Sonic and Amy, making her into the bad guy. I get mad about that because out of any character you could use, any female Sonic character that hasn't been used in like forever, because there's a lot in the Archie catalog you can actually choose from. You choose Sally because they don't know who Sally is, and personally, because of that, they're just like, yeah, I get critical on that, but I'm not gonna treat Sally like she's an actual character. I mean, I'm not gonna treat Sally like she's an actual person. If you want that, go to Rich Monk's fucking. If you want that, go to Rich Monk's Twitter, man. You can trust me, y'all can have fun with that. Hours and oodles of diaper fun. But like I'm saying, I just felt like you don't like you did kind of go ham on you did kind of go like the reason that video got made. You went ham on somebody for just liking Silver, and now you're going after her again because legit you're just I don't know. I hate saying this, but it's like you're trying to grab for that good old relevancy, and you shouldn't be doing that. I mean, you can do a video about anything else, but you had to talk about this. Look, we all like characters, but a person can love or hate a character if they so choose. You can't control that. And the in that video where that chick was like, giving them workaround, giving the old one too, because you went ham on somebody who kind of didn't deserve it just because they were talking about Silver. I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to stop you, but is like Silver shouldn't be the only thing that should make you this making this all hot blooded and shit because Silver ain't a real person. You can't hug Silver. You can't make out with Silver. You can't go up and down the boardwalk with Silver. Why does it go up and down the boardwalk? I don't know. Sonic93. I'm not trying to be a dick to you. I'm not. I was actually gonna go way harder on you than I did. But I do consider you still as a friend. And I'm telling you, the only reason people are getting so pissy at you is because you're getting angry over nothing. Sure, Silver's a character. And sure, it's okay to feel passionately about something, but you treated Silver like he's like right there with you. It's like it, it's not you shouldn't be doing that because you're acting like the very people you fought against. It's like it's like freaking it's like the Dark Knight. You live you fight long you fight as a hero, but you live long enough to become the villain, and you are kind of almost becoming the villain because of what? Because of Silver? Like, trust me, I love Silver too. That whole little intro while I was doing that in character was, I like Silver too. But you don't see me like fighting this huge ass battle to prove that, well, you gonna run. No, you were going ham on somebody literally because they didn't like Silver. You know how ridiculous that is? I mean, when I was a teenager, I did the same kind of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of a douche when it came to being protective of Sonic and various other things. But as you grow, you stop basically caring about what people gotta say about your character because at the end of the day, you like that character. There ain't nothing you can do to stop you. But you raged and moaned and pissed and groaned over a fictional character. Like, see, I got a girlfriend, right? Like, if someone was saying that shit to my girlfriend, Yeah, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna get pissed. I'm gonna get ready to beat some motherfucker up. But I would never do that over a fictional character. And you yelling at this one chick about how you came across, which in that old video you came across like a fan brat. You came across like a fan brat. I just think I think that's dumb. And you're probably getting lampooned and slammed over nothing. Over something that happened a year ago. It's like, for what? Like, you could do anything. You can talk about anything. Anybody. People like you. You have freaking subs that a lot of us would kill for. Yes, YouTube fucking buries me, man. And you're wasting your time disputing something that you resolved over a year ago. Like, do you understand how futile that is? Because you don't understand how crazy you kind of sound over silver. I'm trying, and I really don't want to go completely too crazy. I have high blood pressure, so I can't really go too hard on you. But the thing is, this whole thing, this whole thing you're trying to, this whole thing you did was not okay. You're calling her a hypocrite because why exactly?
It is because he's not likable enough or he had a bad debut.
Well, I mean, if anything, these Sonic characters were popular enough to appear in spin-off games like the fucking Olympic games and the car games.
I don't know.
So I wouldn't say that they're entirely shelved to the background.
Spin-off is a separate canon and not the actual canon. Therefore, it doesn't.
No, the spin-off games are indeed canon because they've been canon ever since freaking Sonic said it. Oh, yeah. Oh my god! I feel like one of those fans that just go, "Well, you see, Sonic in this thing said that this is canon." Oh boy, I'm kind of jumping into this, am I? Well, if I gotta do this, I'm going out bashing, folks. Let me just get going.
Doesn't count.
What I'm saying is, these characters should have their own games. For example, Silver the Hedgehog. He's a 14-year-old hedgehog with a destroyed future. With his friend Blaze the Cat, Silver is an optimist, but also a realist, who is hopeful for a better future. Now, I mentioned Silver because he's a very important example of what Sega should do with their characters. What I'm saying is, give Silver his own game series. If you couldn't tell yet, Silver doesn't have that big of a fan base. In fact, he gets a lot of hate most of the time.
Oh my god! I couldn't disagree more! Why are people still acting like Silver doesn't get attention and love as before? And why are people still...
Okay, let me explain something. Let me explain something. Let me explain something. People are free to hate on Silver if they want to. Like, people are free to hate on Sally. I just feel on the grounds that they hate on Sally is literally because, well, they never actually read a Sonic comic and they only look at that one panel. But even though I feel that way, people are free to hate on Sally. I can't really change that. Teenage me tried to change that. Adult me now, I don't want to change that because there's nothing I can do. People just hate Sally for no reason. I can't sit here and be like, well, it is what it is. And, sometimes you just gotta accept it.
Acting like Silver still got a lot of haters.
While people have definitely grown on Silver in recent years, it'd be unfair to say that Silver hasn't lived on through ironic means. I mean, would you want to be known as one of the most poorly programmed boss fights in a video game? I don't see why she's in such denial about...
Ah, yes. The first time I heard the word gatekeeping in my entire internet life, I find it funny how I'm supposedly doing something of a term I'm not even familiar with. And to answer your
Let me explain. Gatekeeping has been a thing. I know, it doesn't matter if you're not familiar with it. It's still a term people use when it comes to like elitist fans who don't want new fans to come in. That's gatekeeping. You're like trying to hold on to your character, going like, "He's mine." That's gatekeeping. Plain and simple. You may have not heard the term before, but it's an actual term. Like how I say cuck. I'm talking about weak dudes. Same thing.
Question Alduin, that's the problem. None of them will make it very clear why they like Silver if Valak didn't like his debut, which is, like I said, where you usually start to like a character from, and Melody wouldn't stop bitching about the things she quote unquote hates about his personality. I mean,
You still went ham on probably you went ham on somebody just because you like Silver. Let me get this straight. Let me get this so totally straight in my head. You went ham on somebody because they didn't like Silver. That's what this all stems from. But you want to jump on this chick because why? There's no like you don't do you even have a reason? Ugh. I just feel like this is so childish, Sonic93. I'm just saying. Dude, this is coming from a freaking 20 something who is known to be who is known to be immature because, that's me. But when I'm serious like this, I'm really trying to be serious and tell you that this is just childish. Like, what are you really trying to accomplish here? Like, the thing is, you're gonna make this video, and then she's gonna make this video, and then you're gonna make another video, and she's gonna make another video, depending if you feel pissed off enough. It's a cycle. And trust me, I've been in a cycle. I dealt with the most stupidest motherfucker around. And that was Gohan Team Fighter. Dude never changed. Dude still wants to get in fights because people say like this character could beat Goku and he gets all fucking mad and shit. For what? Like again, it's like for what reason? It's like the same thing. You're getting so fucking bent out of shape just because she called you out on your freaking love for Silver. Like, Sonic93, you gotta understand how freaking kind of weird this is. I'm not trying to be too harsh on you like I would with someone else because, I respect you. And I don't wanna get you too, I don't wanna hit you, I don't wanna get you too hard here. But like, she did have a point. You went ham on a person just because they didn't like Silver. People are free to like and dislike Silver. Like people are free to dislike and like Sally. I may not like it, but it is what it is. Like you may not like people hating on Silver, but it is what it is because people will love and hate whatever they want, and you can't control that. I can't control that with the anti-Sally fans, and you can't control that with the people who don't like Silver. You just gotta cut your losses and be done with it. But instead, you spent like an hour just talking about this chick for calling you out on your bull. That's not cool. And just because she used gatekeeping, a word you don't understand, that doesn't mean like gatekeeping is an actual thing. Google, look up gatekeeping. Google, look up gatekeeping. Oh man, I gotta hit the Urban Dictionary. Gatekeeping. When someone, and I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna close some tabs. I still have some tabs open. All right, here we go. Gatekeeping. When someone takes it upon themselves to decide who and who does not have the right or access to a community or identity. I love the punk band. I love the punk band. I love punk bands like Green Day. They're not even punk. They totally sold out. Oh man, I love Harry Potter. Hard. I love Harry Potter. I'm such a geek. Talk to me about theoretical physics. Erica Mon- Erica Moan is my favorite queer cartoonist. She's not queer. She married a man. I'm not saying that last part, but you get the point. Because what you were doing was straight up gatekeeping. Basically, you want to protect Silver you wanted to protect Silver so bad at that moment. You kind of you just went completely ape shit on them. For what reason? Like Sonic 93. I'm not trying to be that one dude that's like trying to talk about your personal life, but like I don't get why you're gravitating towards Silver so much. That's the one thing I was never able to understand with you. Why is Silver such a freaking top priority? Like, I don't really want to understand that. Why do you feel like Silver got to be protected by you? He's a fictional character. And I'm so fighting the urge to do a James on the Bob reference right now so I can talk to you like a friend. But it's like he's a fictional character. He's a fictional character, and it's just you can't. You were pretty protective over him, and you were going ham on somebody just because you like Silver a little too much. And I gotta tell you, when you're that far deep into it, it's hard to get someone to pull you out. And you can make a video about me if you want. You can say I'm this, I'm that, but like honestly, for the sake of my blood pressure, for the sake of my blood pressure, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to get too angry and fired up. But I'm just trying to tell you what you're doing right now like is so pointless. Because who cares if this chick talks about what you did in the past? And it was when you were still doing it. You don't need to talk about it anymore. But trust me, you're gonna just start a cycle. But do you care? Like seriously, is Silver that important to you? You're willing to just go into this. You're willing to start another fight. Think about this, Sonic 93. Think. That's all I'm trying to say. Just think. You need to think. You need to actually think about this instead of just basically instead of just basically going through instead of basically just getting mad at this one chick because she called you out. Because this isn't you. This is some like dumb this is some dumb shit right now. Okay, here's what Ghosty XE says. So here's my question, because you've done in a previous video, something that you're doing now by bringing up 80chan. How does 80chan not being there, defend your name after you called several people out when this drama started? You've started you've started this drama. You have wait a minute, that you've started have anything to do with this entire situation. A friend is someone you've built a close emotional bond with, but at the same time, just because they're your friends, that doesn't mean that they have to stop what they're doing with their personal life to defend your honor on some YouTube drama. I'm aware that you and Amy Chan had a falling out. This took place. Now, this would be a completely different story if this were the real world, and some asshole was talking smack about you and your friend. Happened to be you right there at that moment. Having that expectation, having that expectation to stand up for, if you can't, if you can't do it yourself, could be could be justified. Even though that friend could do various amounts of different things to diffuse a problem, at the end of the day, you as a human should have general logic to fight your own battles and not involving other people to aid you unless it's absolutely necessary. Yeah, you know what? Go see XE. You got a point. You got a point, man. Or woman. I don't know. I don't know your gender, man. All right, woman. I'm sorry. What I'm getting at is, if someone starts calling you on the internet, don't expect your friends to blindly come to your aid. I wish someone would have told that to fucking X Factor and his boys. They all jumped my ass. Oh, but speaking on that, see, see, back in the day, when I was a tiny Bugsy no name. I was dealing with some dudes who, I was trying to defend my girlfriend at the time from this one dude, X Factor, and he had his little boys blindly jump in and save his ass. He didn't tell them the truth. He didn't. They just jumped in, and people who blindly like, okay, let me say something. People who blindly jump in without knowing what's going on is are not friends. They're not friends. They're followers that hang on your every word. See, now I have friends who even me out. You know, even when I go too far, I got I got Shin, Vic, Jackie, all my friends to kind of balance me out from doing something stupid. And I got a girlfriend who will do the exact same thing. The thing is, in sonic93, no one was there to balance you out, and I feel bad because someone should have been there to say, "Hey, you shouldn't be. There are bigger fish to fry. You shouldn't be jumping on these people, but you are." It's like, for what? For what? Especially you're getting for called out for our true. I would not expect any of my friends to do that for me. From from my fellow adult to a fellow adult to another, you shouldn't expect that either. And that's the T, sis. Yeah, I'm saying, friends should help when you actually need it. You know, Not when you jump in, not when you're dealing with a person that's calling you out because you actually did that shit. And it dissolved like a year ago, Sonic93. I keep saying that because it happened like a year ago and you're still on it. Like, I know sometimes I'll talk about shit from the past too, but I'm not gonna make a freaking video about it. I use that as an example because I don't get in these kinds of things. It's usually a motherfucker that don't like what I gotta say about whatever I gotta say. Again, this all started because one person was like, I don't like silver, and you jumped on that person. And the spin-offs are canon. The spin-offs are canon. The only ones that are probably not are the Sonic and Mario the Olympic Games. Those are the only ones that are not canon. And if they fit in canon, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I'm just reading the comments right now because, like, legit, I've said everything I needed to say. And I feel like if you actually really just thought about something for a minute, if you really thought about this for a minute, if you actually just took a minute and if you actually took a minute and thought about this calmly and reassuringly, you could have you could have actually not even cared about this. Like Sonic93, there's gotta be something in your life that you're doing. See, I think drama like this is stupid because I'm a YouTuber who is working on his own shows, who's writing, trying to find a team and do all this other stuff. I don't got time to be caught in someone's drama. I don't got time. And I just feel like you're wasting your time and everybody else's because you didn't like that this one person was calling you out. It kind of reminds me of freaking Matt Two's stupid self. He didn't like the fact that he was in the wrong for something, and I clapped back at him, and he just was like, he's like, yeah, stop talking about me. It's like you're always gonna have someone talking about you, no matter what it is. But making this whole thing with this chick who really just went at you because you were in the wrong. It's just stupid. Personally, I as a friend, I need to let go of this like attachment to silver because it's unhealthy. And you shouldn't stop trying to defend a fictional character's honor like it means something. It doesn't. It doesn't mean anything. Now, if you excuse me, Sign 93, I actually got some work to do. This video was unnecessary, pointless, and just overall stupid. Because Sign 93, what are you trying to prove? That you didn't say all that shit about loving on silver? Because you did. And it was weird. And a little bit creepy if I'm being honest. See, and that's the thing. I need to one of the things I learned over the summer is that I gotta be honest with people. And I gotta be honest with you. Your whole attachment to silver is kinda creepy. I freaking love Sonic the Deaf. So I kind of get where you're coming from, but I ain't gonna defend Sonic's honor like I'm gonna fight for the right for your honor. I'll be the fucking white knight to your flame. It's just not me. I hate when people bash him unnecessarily, and it does piss me off on occasion. But there's nothing I can do to stop that because they're in their right. We're in a free country. They can say whatever the fuck they want, whether we like it or not. And I gotta say, you're not being reasonable here. You're not. You're just letting your fans down. You let Dumbsville down. You kind of letting me down. You're letting everybody down for this. And for what? For Silver. Silver, the not real head. Silver, the fictional character. You know, like I'd understand if you had a if you had a boyfriend named Silver and they were talking shit about said boyfriend or girlfriend, depending on how you swing. But nothing, this whole video you got going on, like I said, is pointless because you're saying that she's a hypocrite when she called you out on all the stuff you did, and you actually apologized for it. Do you not remember that? You didn't have to do this. You could have just walked away. You could have just done whatever you wanted. But no, you had to do this. You had to jump. You had to jump. You had to make the jump. You had to take the plunge. You had to make this video for like an hour. I just I don't think I'll understand you really. Because the whole because the whole son because the whole like because the whole like silver thing, all that shit you did was true. How is she the hypocrite for pointing that out? I think you're just still mad about it because you feel like everybody's I think you feel like everybody like is not on your side. All this other shit and people aren't on your side. They just don't like how you're just handling this. It's drama that was settled a year ago. Like a year ago or years ago, I don't know. At this point. And you should just move on. There's no point anymore. You're fighting a useless battle over nothing. None of this should matter. You should go back to what you're good at. Taking down people who actually deserve it. Not disputing with this chick that I didn't say all the silver stuff because I needed to have the higher ground. But sonic93, you did say all that shit. You did go in hard on some girl because she basically said she didn't like Silver. And you wanted to defend your character because you wanted to defend your character for some odd reason. You don't think that's a little weird and creepy? Because I personally do. I mean, trust me, I get a little bit personal with my OCs, but you don't see me making a video on why I think Bugsy Prime is better and everybody else's OCs suck major penis. Hashtag ball suckers for life. You know, I'm just saying it's a stupid thing you're doing. Instead of just trying to deal with all this stuff, trying to just move past it and work on something else. Here I am. Here I am. Here you are. Again, for what? For what, Sonic93? You can get mad at me. You can make a video about me. But it doesn't change, and I'm probably not even going to respond when you do it. Because to me, this shit doesn't matter. What matters to me is my work and my friends. and my family. Fictional characters shouldn't take priority. Fictional characters and needless drama should not take priority for you. And if it does, you need to sort out your priorities. And again, if you want to be mad at me, fine. I'm just being truthful. I know sometimes, I know, like, I'll rant about some stuff, but only for people who actually deserve it, like you did. Why do you think all of us, why did you think all of us really were on your side when you were on Kydelia? Because she was kind of in the wrong a little bit. Personally, to me, Kydelia may have wanted to fuck Sonic, may have wanted to fuck Sonic, but like, still, it's like, again, I always thought that was kind of a no go. But Yoshi Wii 1 really did deserve you and Amy Chan's fucking shit. Like, that was a person who actually deserved it. But, it's like, why do this now? Why do this right now? At this particular moment? At this point in time? Why is it so important? Tell me that. No, no. Seriously, put something in the comments and tell me why these two videos mean so damn much to you. Because I want to understand you. I'm not going to try and just degrade you and get mad at you. I want to understand you. So make me understand. Because personally, this shit shouldn't even be a thing. Dunzo and you ain't even friends anymore. And he wanted to, he is like really, it's hard for him because you guys used to be friends and he wanted to, he doesn't, like, he's debated whether to not do the video. And I don't even know if he is going to do the video or not. And personally, when I just see these videos of like people talking about you, I gotta agree because this was weird. All for Silver. Like, what is your attachment with Silver? Why are you so attached to Silver so much? I mean, again, I'm attached to Sonic, but you don't see me go like, you don't see me defend Sonic's honor. I get mad when people say that the exact same thing the trolls are saying because it's the exact same thing. If you're gonna insult Sonic, at least try something new. At this point, I'm just like, go ahead and make fun. I don't give a shit. I just think it's dumb. I just think this whole thing is dumb. You're blowing this out of proportion. I'm just and James, the name's Junkie is saying right here. I'm not mad at sonic93, I'm just disappointed. And I certainly am disappointed. And the fact that I haven't seen you in the comments for any of these videos, it shows that you're just gonna let the hate flow onto you. You're not gonna let anybody try to talk to you about this. That's just because I feel like you're hiding. But hey, go do your thing. Go do your thing. I will do my thing. Dunzo will do his. But hey. And for the rest of you, folks, don't get too attached to a character like this. Because we all know, we've all seen another person get too attached to a certain Sonic character in Pink. Well, actually, two people. And trust me, none of you want to be like that. I'll see you guys later. Bugsy out. Yeah. Well, that's done. I can go ahead and start planning. I can go ahead and start doing the rewrites for Steven Universe Future when it comes out. Well, I can get ready. Well, I can get ready to watch it tomorrow. See you guys later. There's gonna be a thing. There's gonna be 2 videos. One on my website, one on my channel. Peace.